Hello, GBC family. This is the third week of Lent, and the practice that we as a pastoral staff want to invite you into this week is the practice of Sabbath. Now, you've heard the word Sabbath, you know what it is. It's a day of rest. And this is a practice that if you're going to do it well, it's going to take a little pre-planning and a little thinking, a little intentionality. You don't have to do it on a Saturday or a Sunday. You can if you want, but what I will encourage you to do is this week to find a 24-hour period where you literally do not work. Now, you're going to have to do some pre-planning in order to minimize the work that you do. You may have to do some meal prep. You may have to think about schedules and things like that. It's going to take some thinking. But what I want you to do is take steps to have a day of rest. And there are two very important reasons that we should practice Sabbath, not only this week, but every week. God, when he was talking to Moses, when he was teaching the Israelites the practice of Sabbath back in Exodus 31, he said this. He said, "You must obey my Sabbaths. This will be a sign between me and you for the generations to come, so you may know that I am the Lord who makes you holy." You see, one of the things that's stopping for 24 hours every week and slowing the frantic pace of our lives and our accomplishments and our work, when we do that, one of the things it does is that it reminds us that the key to our holiness and the key to our transformation is not our ability, it's God, so that you may know that I am the Lord who makes you holy. Now, that's one of the reasons we practice Sabbath. Another reason we practice Sabbath is we are proclaiming a kingdom that is coming, right? A kingdom of rest where we will still honor God and serve him, but there will be a balance of holy rest in that. I'm going to paste a link to the Bible Project Sabbath video below, which will give you a really good understanding of what that means. But so we want to remember that it's God who works, and we want to proclaim to the world around us that our rest is truly found in him. If you came to the Practicing the Way series, you remember we talked about 4 aspects to Sabbath that you need to stop. We need to stop our activity. We need to rest. That's the second one. The third one is that we need to delight and rejoice and to do things that recharge and replenish us, things that we enjoy. And the fourth part of Sabbath is we need to find a way to worship. So as you plan this 24-hour break this week, I would encourage you to make sure you stop, make sure you rest, make sure you delight, and make sure that you spend some time in worship. Read scripture for an extra period of time that day. Pray longer. Go to worship together as a family. Do something like that where you can bring your focus to your own refreshment and your own experience of the presence of God. So check out the video below. And one thing, let's talk about this. As you practice this, as you try it, and maybe you can't do 24 hours, maybe you just need to do a 6-hour chunk. But intentionally set that time aside and let's talk to each other and tell each other what our experience of Sabbath was like. As we incorporate that more and more into our lives, I think we'll find ourselves growing deeper in a relationship with God and in a healthier spirituality. All right, love you guys. Enjoy your week.